Previously, we discussed about supply water. We discussed how it was city water and it came in directly to a water meter with the main shutoff. Here I'm going to show you how to perform an inspection when you have a private well. Now, we were outside performing the exterior inspection and we noticed a well head. That does not indicate that we have a drilled well or not. To verify and validate we have a drilled well is there a pump located with the pressure tank, which there isn't. That means it indicates to us that we have a submersible pump in the drilled well itself. Now, one of the things that we started to do upstairs when we inspected the bathrooms, we want to have approximately 3 gallons per minute. That's per FHA. So we turned it on into the tub. We got the water running. We verified and validate that. So right now, water is coming down, or excuse me, it's coming in, and it's going to be filling the tank and also supplying the home. Now, one of the things we have to take note of is that how this system operates is as it's filling, now we got a click, right? So we noticed that that was at 50 psi. So right now, this tank is applying pressure and pushing the water through the piping systems to where the faucets are and where the tank, or excuse me, where the tub is. And we're going to want to take the time. When we heard that click, we want to take that time because it's going to come down. If it's 50 psi, usually comes down to approximately 30 psi, and there's going to be another click. We want that time interval to be around a minute. And the purpose of that is to save energy. What's happening is right now, because this pressure tank is applying that pressure, once it hits 30 psi, the pump is going to kick back on, fill up the tank. So that's why we have the design of the pressure tank. So we want to take 2 measurements, when it's going from 50 to 30 and or when it's going 30 back up to 50. Because if it's less than, the possibility of short cycling the pump because it's turning on, turning off. So you could possibly reduce the life of the pump itself. Now, the 30 to 50 is not always the case. You can have it possibly 40 to 60. Now, we're going to note that we have our line coming in. We got our pressure gauge. We have our pressure gauge, which is going to turn on and off the pump itself. Here we have a drain, and here is our main shutoff, which there is a little bit of rust. So like any plumbing system, you're going to want to look at all the joints and all the connections to verify there are no leaks through the system. So we just heard that again. So at that point, we wanted to take the measurement, and we're going to watch it creep up. Now it's going up to 50 psi, and we want to take note of that. So the most important thing you want to identify when looking at a private well, is it dug? Is it drilled? Is the system operating properly with the submersible pump? Is the pressure gauge working? And what is the overall conditions of the piping to make sure there are no leaks? And that is how you perform a private well inspection of the components.